If this ends up being a new video right here, hi, I'm LP Master 6. I don't know how long this will take. I may have to split it. But another neat fact on the Super Game Boy, you know how it changes to an SNES controller at the bottom instead of the Game Boy Color, which is so cool to see. I can't believe we've reached this point in my channel. But anyway, in Game & Watch Gallery 1, you know, they changed the buttons because the American SNES controller has different colored buttons than everywhere else in the world. Well, guess what? They didn't change them this time. So, failure. And yes, as spoiled by the opening star mode, okay, very hard mode, and by opening I mean the demo, it is back in this game, and only for the modern games. However, there is no unused Game C graphic this time, which I think existed in the first game, but there is a complete, like, pause screen and everything programmed in for very hard classic games. Every single one of the games. It, if I could get my words out, that would be great. Like, it was fully programmed in, sort of. The only games, let me pause and tell you. You know what? We'll change the border while we do that. I'll just keep pressing B. You can see them cycle and hurt your eyes a little bit. Only Helmet, Chef, and Donkey Kong have noticeable speed increases. So they did fully program Helmet, Chef, and Donkey Kong Classic very hard. So you can go play those if you really want to. Again, you don't get any stars for playing very hard mode. It's just for fun. Of course, this is a game, so saying something is just for fun is a ridiculous thing to say because games are just for fun. Well, except for the people that make them because, you know, they have to, or you know, they'll lose their jobs. They won't make any money. The companies will go out of business. The industry's a tough place these days. I listen to the Kit and Krista podcast, so I keep up with gaming news. Before last year, I didn't keep up with any gaming news because I wasn't listening to any gaming podcasts that weren't the Nintendo Power podcast, which is gone now. But I do love the Kit and Krista podcast. Ooh, I hope I can get 1,000 points here. I know I can. I did it in practice. I recently bought this cartridge on eBay. It was a good time. Very clean. I thought this was going to be fake. This is the best used authentic copy of a game I've ever played. And for those curious, the previous owner apparently did not like the classic games very much, which does not surprise me. Most people don't. But they were quite good at Modern Helmet and Modern Donkey Kong. And they were okay at the other modern games, I think. I can't remember now. The data's gone forever, so sorry to that eBay user, but obviously you don't care that much because you sold your game. But I'd like to think it was their childhood game from the late 90s, early 2000s. But man, I could never sell any of my games. The only reason I don't have some of the games is because, well, I don't have Kirby's Dream Land because I traded it. I keep all my broken games, and I only have a couple. My Super Mario 64 DS is broken. I talked about that in a recent video. Obviously, you know, it's faster in Game B here, by the way, and you get more juniors, so it's more difficult. No new mechanics, which I very much like. I really do like Modern Parachute, and I really like this song. I would let you listen to it, but I'm Taki Taku right now. That's another story I could go into. Where... Finish your other sentence first. What were you saying? Oh, the only reason I don't have some of my old games is because I lost them as a kid. I lost my Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64. I've replaced most of these games I've lost, but not Pokemon Pearl. I never replaced it. I lost Excitebike 64, so my mom bought me another cartridge, and then I found it. So, I have two still to this day. One of them has writing on the cartridge, one of them doesn't. God, just thinking about the 90s. And Christmas, it's because Christmas just happened. It always makes me want to be a kid again, because I have to work a lot in the winter, because that's busy season. Ooh, I got the star still. Ooh! Still, not steel. I enunciate better. Oh, but the story about Taki Taku is, I was on the phone with a friend who had just called me. My wife always inevitably calls me while I'm at work. right after somebody else calls me, so I declined her call, and before I could say, sorry, you'll have to wait, you know, I text her, she said, please, oh wait, what? I want to talk, please, oh Lise, I am Taki Taku, and, that is her nickname for when she drinks a ton of coffee and talks for hours and hours straight. I don't like when my wife drinks coffee. Like, I don't mind a lot of talking. I do a lot of talking. You guys should know that. But, like, I mean nonstop, can't get a word in. That's what caffeine does to her. It's mostly the sugar mixed with the caffeine. It's just a big rush for her. For, like, the rest of the day, no matter what time she drinks coffee. Unless it's, like, first thing in the morning and it's not too much. Same thing happens with really sugary drinks, like slushes from Sonic. Oh. Freak! So I already said the word fuck in these videos. That doesn't give you a pass to keep doing it. Trying to be family friendly. Not too family friendly though, because my, oh no, I got the boo. At least I could show it off. Yep, now we gotta dodge Bob-ombs, so we gotta be very careful. I never realized the boo was over there shooting the Bob-ombs out of the cannon. That's pretty cool. But, I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh, I need to... No, the control pad is just not good enough. I never finished that conversation either. Oh, well, I forgot what I was saying just now. Something about... Oh, wanting to be a kid at Christmas and stuff. You know, I miss it. I miss it very much. But I was also going to talk about forever ago how I've been controlling most of these games. Now, I've mentioned before, I don't know how, like, it feels really awkward. On the original systems for most Game & Watch games, there were two buttons, and they were on opposite sides, left and right. And I was thinking, I don't know how they don't have, like, how you could possibly play a game with left and right on opposite sides. You know, because I'm used to the control pad just being right next to each other, but for Parachute here, when it gets really intense, when I was practicing, I started playing with the left part of the control pad. So I would go left with the control pad, but I would go right with A. So I just wouldn't press B or right at all. And that actually worked out pretty well. You know, opposite side buttons. So I eat crow. I stand corrected. Or eat shit. Feels more fun to say than eat crow, because why would you eat a crow? Don't get me started. That was, I think, yeah, that was Game & Watch Gallery 1, where I told the story about the park ranger getting mad at me, getting passive-aggressive because I wanted to give crows a quarter, and he acted like that was going to domesticate the crows. The crows are not going to eat the quarter. They're not going to learn to live off the quarters. Oh my god. I did not mean to do that. I don't know what the cats are doing in there. And this is tense. I don't like having a miss at all. Oh my god! See, that is most commonly my problem. I will, like, think I got it because I don't hear the sound because I'm too busy talking, or I have the sound turned down because, you know, doing this and doing nothing else for an entire day is like very draining mentally and for your eyes. So I wanted to go ahead and record, even though I've only gotten 62 stars total in the game out of the however many you can get. I won't tell you. We'll get there, maybe. We might actually get all the stars, although I doubt it. Hard classic parachute, that's gonna be our first problem. Oh my god. Alright, if we could just get to 700 with no more misses, we will be perfectly fine. Alright, what else is there to say? We're actually at a calm moment. Let me check some more of my notes. Let's see, I don't have very many for this game. Yes. Okay. I have one more note for now, without spoiling unlockables in the game. Damn it! I thought I had him! This is not good. This is not good at all. I'm not going to give up yet. I'm going to get 1,000 points here because I know I can do it. Whew. See, this is where I have to be tricky with my star management. Because we probably, let's be realistic, won't get all the stars. Some games are just too hard. But I want to unlock everything important. Ooh. And I won't tell you how many stars that takes. We'll get there when we get there. For anybody watching this that isn't just watching because they're subscribed to me and, you know, skimming through because they have nothing better to do, thank you, by the way, for whoever is doing that. Again, been getting more unique commenters lately, and I appreciate that. Oh, no, no, no! Already? I didn't think we'd fail that fast. Oh. Okay. There was a sentence. Oh. No, it was just about the manual. Okay, I'll talk about that whenever we come back. Hey, there it is. Okay, I thought I grabbed him, but I moved away too early and he bounced off the fish. So there you go. You got to see it. Fuck. Oh, I can't believe it. I had a miss at around 100 somehow and decided, you know, it was fine. I'll erase it at 200. And I missed the heart because I had to catch a stupid toad. So, there's a cat climbing my window outside because he wants in and he's stuck. I'll be right back. Oh, we're back. Okay. I haven't gotten a single miss yet this time. So, I gotta be way more gameplay focused than commentary focused. Even though I have so many things to say. Like, for example, the manual. This was the first handheld Mario game. Not Mario game in general, just handheld. Game manual printed in color to celebrate the Game Boy Color, presumably. All Mario manuals from this point onward are printed in color as far as I know. At least in the West. I actually don't know about anywhere else. But I know that, like, for the page on Mario Wiki, it tells you, like, oh, from this year to this year, it was two-tone whatever color, and from this year to this year, it was this color. And I'm like, okay, well, this is neat, but not something I care enough about to write down and spout out in a video. What else? I watched a Let's Play in preparation for this game while I was playing it. So I didn't get to pay full attention at all times to the Let's Play, but it was pretty good, so I can recommend, his name was Treeks. I don't remember his last name, or if that's a real name, or just a YouTube name, but, he was pretty cool. He was very good at the game. He had a very iconic laugh, and it was very contagious, and I loved his positive energy. That's what I look for. You know, that's my favorite stuff anyway. I just like positive people, you know? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being negative. Negativity is realistic and it's entertaining. You know, I like to have a mixture of both in my commentary. It's not like I go out of my way to say I need more of this in my commentary, but I mean, like, that's just what I feel like saying at the moment. It's like in Mario Paint. I try to, you know, be down on myself to make good art. For Mario Paint BS version, which was my last Let's Play. But I might be the happiest I've ever been in my life just this year already so far. Because I know, you know, I don't have any stress. You know, I've got a good schedule for work. I paid off my vet bills. I'm paying off the car pretty decently. And I don't have a need to be stressed. Things are working out. I'll have health insurance next year most likely, and if I don't, I really don't care, because I'll have money, and you know, that's the main thing I'm stressed about. And I get to take a vacation in April this year, and I'm just very happy for myself. I didn't realize we were that close to 1,000. Still not a single miss, so I'm pretty content with my performance here, even while talking. I think the talking was a nice distraction, though. I really needed it. But of course, they throw you as many juniors as possible toward the end. Oh, we did it. But the game doesn't slow down too much for us. We're past 1,000. This is a big boy territory. You know, it's not a phrase I actually say too often, because I feel that it's sexist. But obviously, it's just a phrase. It doesn't really matter, I guess, right? I don't know. It could. You know, I feel like that would be impressionable on a small child. But what else was I going to say? I always try to talk about my first experiences with the game. I first played this in about 2020, maybe 2019. I played through all of them. First miss. All right. I'll take it. This is going to be higher than our score on easy. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel really good. This is often the case, though, if you play them back-to-back, so I'm not surprised for a lot of games where you can really get into a rhythm. I really like Parachute. This has got to be in my top 10 at least. Specifically, this modern version. We'll get to Classic next time, though, and I still like it, but it's definitely not as good. I thought I grabbed Toad. Oh well. We hit 1100. I can see now. Oh, because the panel. It can't be. That looks like a new event is just opened in Gallery Corner. Wouldn't you like to go and sneak a peek? Oh, we still don't know what this is, but let's check out the note board first. Star Mode! Break 1,000 in Modern Mode and Star Mode opens up. Yeah, we know that. The Museum! Info about Game & Watch titles is found here. Scoring high lets you see more titles. Score 1,000 points in all games of Game & Watch Gallery and link to this one to see them too. There is backwards compatibility if you link the two games. And we won't get to show it off because I didn't complete them. And that makes me so sad. I didn't know until just now that you had to complete the first game. I knew you had to complete this one. But you have to 100% both games to fill out the museum. Let's go check it out. So there's just going to be empty splotches forever. Released June 3rd or March 6th. Because the guy I watched, I think, did the European version? I'm not sure, though. Either way. Donkey Kong! Featured in this game. Number 52. Of course, that's its production number, not its actual... Like it was the 52nd Game & Watch game. Because I highly doubt that. But... In the first game, I told you that they put original retail price information in the museum, and there's just nothing there. Now, in Game & Watch Gallery 2, in the English versions, they put multi-screen. They put what type of Game & Watch game it is. But we got lots of titles here. Why is he showing it off if there's nothing there? Come on, Mario. Get your act together. Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot. Because you'll remember there was what? How many? 4 times... There were 16 titles in the original. So 16 of those are just from the first game. Alright, let's go ahead and show off very hard and I'll end it off here. I've been going for over an hour. Stop giving me that message. Does it give you that until you turn the game off for the first time? Because I'm really scared by this. Alright, here we go. What else did I have to say? Yeah, but I've never 100%ed this game or any Game & Watch Gallery game. They're just too hard, you know. And I think that's okay, because as satisfying as it would be, this arcade-style title, it's good to leave you wanting more. And I think star management, like seeing where you can get how many stars from what game, I think that's really fun. Like, I don't know, it's not like a management simulator, but you have to pick and choose what you're good at or what you feel like you can get good at. And it just becomes more satisfying to get stars because you chose where to get them. I think that actually makes all the difference in the completion process. And I think that really makes this a better sequel. Is it a better game? I'm not sure. I like the game selections better for classic games. But the modern games... as a whole, I tend to actually prefer classic for a lot of these. But we'll get more into that next time. What else did I have to say? The weather, huh? It's getting pretty windy out there. It's not supposed to rain or storm or anything, but my wife is out at the eye doctor and at therapy, and there's you know, I just hope she's driving okay. I worry about her, and I love her, and we're cute. We're having a movie night tonight. We're going to watch Soul, the next Pixar movie we haven't seen. We've been trying to watch through all the Pixar movies since like 2018 or 19. We're finally going to do it. We're so close. Oh, that was a truck going by. But no, I didn't really want to talk about the weather. That's not very interesting. I don't actually have that many facts about the Game Boy Color to say. Like, normally the launch title of a new system is a main Mario game. The Game Boy Color, you know, so there's a lot of facts that I can spout alongside that I find in research. I can't believe we made it this far on very hard mode. My God. Oh, you guys are probably very sick of Parachute, but this is a way better opening game than Manhole. Ooh, at least classic Manhole. I don't ever want to play that again after the last Let's Play. Oh, God. What was I saying? Game Boy Color. Yeah, this doesn't have a major Mario game for it at all. Like, the Game Boy Color doesn't have that many major games. The biggest games for it, aside from Pokemon, I can mostly just think of one remake. There's a couple remakes. The Game Boy Color wasn't supposed to be a big system, and Nintendo always lumps it in sales numbers reported, in Virtual Console collections, in Nintendo Switch Online. The Color and the original are all lumped in together. Because originally, they were hoping to release by '99 Project Atlantis, which eventually became the Game Boy Advance. But they knew it wouldn't be ready. The technology just wasn't ready yet until, 2001. So they released the Game Boy Color to tide people over and keep people invested in the Game Boy. So this is, at the same time, a brand new system and a just an upgrade like the Switch OLED, which is clearly not a new system, but this has games, compatible to only it. Of course, the new Nintendo 3DS is the same way, but most Game Boy Color games you can play on an original Game Boy. There's only 3, I think? Maybe 4 or 5, I don't remember, that can only be played on a Game Boy Color, and they were released late into the life cycle, and late Game Boy Color games are, they're popping, I tell you what. But there's not that much different here. The Game Boy Color looks cool. I've never owned one. Never owned an original Game Boy either, but I've played a Game Boy Color and have never played an original Game Boy. The friend of mine I talked about in Kirby's Dream Land, how she forced me to trade her my Kirby's Dream Land for Toy Story 2 for Game Boy Color and Powerpuff Girls Paint the Townsville Green, which aren't that great of games, by the way, especially not compared to Kirby's Dream Land, so I was pissed. Still a little pissed. I'm not really. I own Kirby's Dream Land again, all is well. But, she had a Game Boy Color. I don't think she ever had an Advance, but I just had an Advance. And I remember distinctly, I popped into her house for just a few minutes one time, and she was playing Dr. Mario on the Game Boy Color. And, I was just all like, ooh. Did that clear both of our misses, or did we only have one? I cannot believe this. Oh my God. It's Manhole all over again. I'm over-practiced at this one game, and I'm going to be awful at all the other ones. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Whew. I wish you got stars from this, because, man, that would be great. That would be another good optional way to earn stars. But, of course, if you want to see everything the game has to offer, you have to collect all the stars. And I'm upset because this was going to be our first instance, aside from Pokemon, of connecting 2 Game Boys together. And, of course, I emulated Pokemon to make things easier for linking games. But this I was going to link an actual Game Boy to for our physical cartridge of this game and the first game. So I'm rather disappointed we can't do that because I suck, but oh well, it's just for games in the museum. It's really cool, it's really fun, but we won't get to do it. I don't know why They didn't just let you do it without completing the game first. Like, I don't know why you have to do that, but oh well. But I always wanted a Game Boy Color, but my mom was like, really? The one you have now plays all the games. That one doesn't have a backlight, and it takes batteries. Why do you want that? And I was like, you got a good point. So I still don't have one, because why would I? If I were to buy anything, I'd buy a Super Game Boy. Oh. Well, that covers most of what I had to say. I had a bunch more that I thought of while I was cut away, but we got plenty of time to chit-chat, you guys. I started Mario Wonder, finally! I know I'm late. I'm recording this January 9th. I started it the 2nd, but I didn't get a chance to talk about it in Mario Paint, but I'm very impressed. I see most people being positive about the new voice actor, except for I've been told on TikTok people are a lot meaner. At first I was like, ooh, I don't like this, it's too different, you know, but I'll get used to it. And then I realized why I didn't like it at first. A lot of his clips, of Kevin Afghani's clips of Mario, who I've only played once, I only played through World 1, I'm going to play as Luigi tonight, hopefully, when I play it again. I haven't had time, because I've been focused on LP Master 6, which I always do the first of the year, because I want to get out a lot of videos as quickly as possible. While I've got all this high energy and motivation, I'm kind of sad about this. The video's going to be over, and we're going to Classic Parachute, which doesn't have any music next, but he sounds too much like Mickey Mouse, and I hate Mickey Mouse. For those who don't know why I hate Mickey Mouse, I'm the world record collector of, I have the world record collection, #1, of Kooky Clickers pins. You know, you've probably seen them, those pins with faces. Oh, we were so close to 800. Not that it matters, but still. That was fun. Of course, we don't get anything for it, but I will see you guys next time. I don't like Mickey Mouse because my collection of pins stopped being as fun when I had to collect like 18 Mickey Mouse pins and so many Disney pins, and like it was rarely unique characters. It was always Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, etc. So I had a bad taste in my mouth for Disney as a whole for years just because of that. But I don't want Mario to sound like Mickey Mouse. Other than that, though, I think I've gotten used to it already, and I think he does a good job. I think it's a strange choice to play the literally most recognized character of all time, but I'm going to assume he just has that Nintendo energy, that positive energy, because I think that's the most important thing in, you know, Charles Martinet. It's not even his acting capabilities, and he's a great actor, you know, Mario or not. I think that's the most important thing to look for in a Mario voice actor. But I've heard his Wario's pretty bad. I don't know. I haven't played WarioWare Move It yet. I'm very excited to. But I'll see you guys. I'll talk more about this next time for Classic Parachute. I love you. Goodbye. I'm LP Master 6.